everyone, this is Jen with NorthCoastGardening.com, and I'm here today to show you how to prune a Geranium Roseanne. This is a hardy cranesbill called Roseanne, and it was like the Royal Horticultural Society Plant of the Year for 2006. It's gotten all kinds of awards, and I totally understand why. It's looking a little bit funky right now, but even here at the beginning of December, it's still putting out these beautiful bluey violet blossoms with a nice white center, and its foliage in the center is still really fresh. So this is a really fantastic, easy doer. It really tumbles out and makes a lot of blossoms for you all year long, and they're pretty easy to maintain. Now what we do, when they start making this mess all around the edge, they start dying back from where it once was a nice tumbly green shrub, I just come on in here and I prune this stuff all the way back into the body of the shrub. And you can see we've got this nice, fresh, newish growth right here. And this is probably going to die back in the winter, but for now we want to try and leave it because it's really cute. But we do want to take off this stuff. So I just lift up a quantity like this of this foliage and sort of lift up this nice green foliage so I can see where it is and I don't accidentally prune it. And I just go ahead and start pruning as close to the base of the shrub as I can, pruning out all of this stuff. So I just lift up the green so I don't prune off anything good, and begin pruning away anything that's just coming straight on out to the side and laying on the ground here, because the stuff that's really laying on the ground is pretty much the stuff that's looking kind of brown and funky. So you can see what a nice difference that makes, just doing that little bit of seasonal pruning for your hardy cranesbill. Now you can do the same kind of pruning with just about every hardy cranesbill. There are a number of absolutely gorgeous varieties, and they'll usually tell you how to prune them. They will either die back completely, or they will leave a nice fresh mound of foliage and just die back partially. So with a hardy cranesbill, just cut back what's dead. And don't worry if a little, this portion dies back later in the season. It will really tell you what it needs, and they are hardy, so don't worry about frost. So I'm just going to come right in here and continue cutting away some of this old growth, and always keeping an eye on where this fresh mound of foliage is so that I don't cut that away accidentally. And you can see what a big difference this makes. If you were wanting to do a little bit of fall mulching, or if you need to do a little raking, maybe you've got a big maple tree that has dropped leaves all over everything, you'll want to do this pruning project beforehand so you can free up all this nice space on your mulch so you can get your rake in here or apply a nice fresh layer of mulch. So you can see here what a huge mound of foliage we have made. Looks like we got one here that's still connected. And wow, is that a lot of foliage. And you can see here, just fluff it out a little bit. That's looking a lot better. You can still go in and remove any stems that are kind of brown and crumbly, any yellowed leaves, and then go ahead and sort of hand rake all around it to keep things nice and tidy. And there are just a few more that are really coming out, and these are really easy to prune. I usually try and get your cut stems into the body of the plant, but as you prune, you'll probably notice there are some fresh little bits of new growth coming up here, and on no account do you want to disturb those. So just prune out what's obviously dead and brown, prune it out as close to the base as possible, and really just leave the rest be. So this is Jen with NorthCoastGardening.com showing you how to prune a Geranium Roseanne.